Hey everyone, this is Mystic Fish. Welcome to episode 29 of our Factorio Space Age playthrough, where we're working on upgradable base. Last episode we got space science set up, and we did it in such a way that I think we'll be able to upgrade this as well. We are actively accruing space science here. So first order of business is to figure out how to get the space science in. So we really want to get the logistics system in. I already made one of these. I think what we want to do is, for right now, let's put this here. And let's make let's see. We'll figure this out in a minute. But what we're going to do is request. Let's get 500 of this in, and then we got to figure out where this is going to go. So we'll bring that in there. Let's see. It looks like space science needs to be on this belt here. And so the easiest way to do that, for right now, I guess we'll just, oh, I didn't really mean to do that, but that's okay. We'll get some space science in here. So we'll specifically just get a bunch of space science in. So that brings it in there. Ooh, I think I'm not ready for this yet. Okay, because we got to figure out how to sort it. Okay, so space science is coming on the bottom of this belt, which means it needs to be bottom of this belt, so the left, so it's on the inside of this belt. Somehow looks like we got our belts crossed a little bit. Guess I don't really need to be down here. Okay. I guess I just need a copy of this. Okay, so we wanted it on the inside of this belt. That's what we said, right? Because it's on the bottom here, which means it's on the inside here, which means it's on the top here, which means that this is the space science. So you're going to be space science. And you're going to go there. Okay, and then I think we can put this back in. And let's see if this works out for us. What are we missing? Okay, we're missing space science. That's fine. I think we have so many labs that, right, and we got all sciences getting recycled at this point besides space science, so we shouldn't actually get any space science left over, I wouldn't think. So we should be able to process this pretty fast. Okay, space science is getting striped onto the sushi belt. So that's good stuff. Okay, what are we going to do this episode? So this episode, I think the main focus is going to be on setting up the logistics system. And so I'm going to go, generally speaking, with the idea that most, and we'll do this on sort of all the planets we visit, which is Science production is going to happen on belts. That's going to be relatively continuous. Belts are actually very efficient UPS-wise in terms of being able to deliver stuff. Plus, there's a very straightforward upgrade path for the belts between stacking and faster belt types. So, we'll be happy to use logistics for sort of small scale things, like we'll use logistics to deliver fuel over here to trains once we get it, and then as well as for sort of mall type activities. We will be setting that up today, and I'm going to make a parameterized blueprint for the bot mall, and I'll explain a little bit about how that works as we go. And that will let us like very quickly set up a whole bot mall using the blueprint. But we got to finish researching this as well. I think we've dumped down pretty much all the space science we have at this point. There goes some more. All right, so we're basically just getting it in here. I think because there's no more here, we've actually gotten... All right, what is this? Why are you there? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's annoying. Okay, fine. Somebody will fix the power pole. Okay, no problem. Okay, I think we're gonna set up the bot mall over in this area because it'll be sort of below our rocket silos. Like that'll be probably one of the biggest destinations for the bots. It will probably make sense to get more roboports in here. And we'll get this area here. We'll just clean this out. But I think what I want to do is I want to move this section of mines down here like this. I'm going to get rid of these mines and these mines, and we are going to get a little bit extra mines in the corner. Okay, let's go in here. I don't need this right now. It is fine for those guys to be polluting for the moment. Whoa, what's all this? Look at all that. Okay. The attack groups are getting bigger in some cases, so I'm wondering if 3 levels of mines is going to be enough. But as we discussed last time, I think I want to do a little bit more defense stuff, and I think we'll do some flamethrower stuff for the biners because it's an area of effect attack, and it's so resource efficient, I guess is what I would say. So we'll also, I think, push out into certain areas and actually wall them with walls, which may require us to get some more stone, which I guess we have this like right in the middle here. All right, that probably doesn't make sense to do until we've got logistics bots. Let's double check power. Okay, great. How are we doing over here on collecting shiny rocks? Oh, we've got a good amount. Okay, that's great. Let's see. I guess I need to leave some of these in. Oh, look at that. I never even connected that guy? Perhaps? To leave these in because this is where the sulfuric acid gets into all of these. Same with this deal. Okay, that's good. What is the status of our like initial ore patches? Do we even have anything left here? Not much. You're not powered. These are all done. Which means we can clean up these belts. Which at this point, we do have coal left on that belt, but we've drained all the coal from this area. Just a little clean as we go. Okay, and this is where that stuff is going in. Okay, fine. Hey, we got logistic spots. Okay. First, all right, I need to get somewhere where I'm like next to at least a supply chest. All right, first order business. We do need to make at least one of these. Okay, now let's make the parameterized. All right, I'm gonna do this down here where we're outside of Roboport range again. Okay, we wanna put this down here. Okay, so for the generic bot build, you're going to get, request your inputs in here. We will remember to put a light in. So your inputs are going to come in here. And then your outputs will go into the storage chest, and we'll filter the storage chest and control how much we're generating. Okay, now to set up a parameterized blueprint, we basically need different values for things that will be different. And so the first thing that we'll do is we'll just say, let's pretend we're making belts. Then this storage chest needs to be filtered to belts. And let's see, we'll come back to limiting this in a minute. Well, actually, let's just do it. Okay, and so I'm just gonna pick different numbers here. We'll do 2. We'll do prime numbers here. And then this is where the inputs come in. And so what we're going to do is we're going to request just like 6 different materials. We'll use prime numbers, I guess. I don't know. They don't have to be prime numbers. But I think we can get up to 6 ingredients. So in a recipe. And so what we'll do is we'll just get these all in, and they all have different counts. Okay, this is clearly incorrect. But now what we'll do is we'll grab this as a blueprint, and let's see. We're going to say this is a generic bot AM2. Okay, now we're going to parameterize this thing. So first thing, this guy is actually the product. And 2, this is the output stack of the product. So this is going to be a parameter. Here, let's move these. These will go up here just so we can see them better. Okay, so this is what we're building. And then how much output do we want? So this will be a parameter, and it will be a formula. And the formula is going to be based. There's actually a bug in the UI here. So where it says, second from the bottom here, pn underscore r, it claims to be the crafting time of parameter n. But that is actually not what it is. The R stands for rocket capacity. So this is how many can fit in one rocket, is Pn of R. Pn underscore S is how much a regular stack is. And so these things are not always equal. And so what I have found to be just sort of the easiest way to make sure that we always can fill a rocket if we want to with this stuff is we just add them. So we're going to say, give me one regular stack and one rocket cargo load. So we'll just add those up. The 0 here is going to be the product. So that's going to be the output size. So that is going to be fine. This is going to become an ingredient. And then the formula here is we just want, I think, one stack size. Whoops, one stack size. Whoops, like that. One stack of each variable. We're not going to worry about ratios, and that's sort of the trade-off we'll make for the generic nature of these blueprints. And so the reason that we had different numbers in here is just so that we can set the amounts differently. So this becomes P2 stack size. Whoops. I did not save it. Okay, you're the product. You're going to go up here just so that we can see that. You're going to go up here just so we can see that. This is a parameter formula, P0S plus P0R. You're an ingredient. Your P1S, you're an ingredient. P2S, you're an ingredient. P3S. Now, plenty of products do not have this many inputs, and that's okay. When we stamp it down, if there is no such thing as like ingredient number 4, it just won't do it. So that's actually okay. This is P5 of S. I don't know that in the actually without mods, I don't know that there are actually things that take 6 ingredients. I recall reading somewhere that that's sort of like built into the game. Okay, so that's all the parameter stuff. Okay, and what just happened? Oh my gosh. I didn't do it. I didn't save it. Oh my gosh. All right. We'll just jam this out real quick. You're the product. Good grief. Well, I guess we're getting lots of practice with this stuff. P0S plus P0R. Whoops, not RT. It says it's an error, but that's actually it's a bug. It's weird. This will actually work. P1S parameter 0 parameter formula. P2S parameter 0 parameter formula. P3S parameter 0 parameter formula. P4S parameter 0 parameter formula. P5S parameter 0 parameter formula. P6S, yes. generic bot AM2, create blueprint, and you'll go in here. Okay, good. I'm gonna take the mining one off my hotbar just for the moment. All right, let's try this out. Where do we say we're gonna stick the bot mall? Like up in this area, right? You did not get the bots in the corner, so we should definitely fix that. Actually, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. All right. So, and that will get this whole space covered with logistics bots. Okay. So let's double check this. What is the first thing that we want to build over here? Let's do. Okay, let's check over here. We're making all this stuff. We're making all the belts we want. Okay, how about bulk inserters? Okay, so let's double check this. This is now requesting 1 stack of all its inputs. That's good. Oh, that's actually not the first thing we want to make. Oh, that's not the first thing we want to make. The first thing we want to make is actually these guys, because we need them for all of the rest. Okay, good. And so you're requesting all your ingredients. That's good. You're filtered to the output, and you are right, 50 plus 50. Okay, so that's the first thing that we need to do. And we do need to get power in here somewhere. We'll just do this. Okay, that makes those. I guess we may as well make the other logistics chests while we're at it. So those guys. And buffer chests. All right, are we making these now? Yeah, we are. Okay, good. All right, what else we got here? Okay, now we'll do the bulk inserters. What else? Substations. I don't think we're making pumps. Do we want to start making some of this stuff? I don't know. Let's hold off on that. I don't know that we'll need this stuff yet. Okay, we never made locomotives. Or the wagons. Or the fluid wagons. Let's just make sure there's a car available. Although this, we probably just need one. Because we're not gonna, let's make sure there's a tank available. But also, we only need one. What else we got? We said we're gonna hold off on those. We do have bots. We're making bots. Lights. We're making these. We're not making these yet. I don't know that we'll need them yet, but we'll make them for the eventuality. Let's just make power switches, speakers, displays. Okay. Good. What else do we want to make? Over here. We're making all of these. We're not making accumulators. We want nuclear reactors. However, we do not need 11. I think 4 is enough. That will let us build a nuclear power plant here. We do want some heat pipe, heat exchangers, turbines. What else we got? All this stuff. We're making all of these. We're not making these yet, but we also don't need them. We need to make some centrifuges. And beacons. Although these, we do not need 51 centrifuges. How about we go with 5? We're not going to have to shift these off planet. Okay, and that was beacons. What else we got in here? We're not making quality modules yet, so we should at least get some. Although we're not going to do quality yet. What else we got here? Intermediaries. I think we need just to make sure we have barrels available. Okay, let's make sure we can make rocket silos, but we'll just do one at a time. Okay, that's fine. We'll need these, but again, only one at a time. We can only have one of these per planet, and we're only going to one planet at a time. We want that we're making. Cargo bay. Grabbers. Crushers. Starter packs. Let's do one. Okay, and that's all the space. What over here do we want? We do not have a rocket launcher yet, but I think we only need one of these at a time. We don't have a flamethrower, personal flamethrower. What stuff do we want here? We could make uranium ammo. I think that would be useful to have here. For the tank. What is this limited to? 125. Well, let's just make you 200. Okay. We need uranium cannon shells for the demolishers on Vulcanus. Okay, that's fine. And right, we have lots of dull rocks, so that's okay. What else do we need here? We're not going to get rockets yet. Do we need any of this? Maybe poison capsules. Those are useful against demolishers. Let's get... Do we have the good armor? No, we're still running around heavy armor. So let's get... Sorry. This guy. And let's have this make us one of these guys. Okay, we need then... I do want to make these, but I don't need any more than like 2 at a shot. We need batteries. I think this is too many, because the only thing we're going to do with those is turn them into these. And wow, that's a lot. 5's plenty. Okay. What else we got over here? Are we going to do this stuff? Oh yeah, we want to be able to make legs. That's a lot of legs. Let's limit that. How about roboports? That's too many roboports. I think 4 at a time is fine. What else we got in here that we want to make? Shields. 40 seems like a lot. How about 10? What else we got in here? We'll make some of these. Okay, this is going to be maybe 10 of these. I think in order to make those, we have to make laser turrets. For which... Okay, fine, we can start making those. Those will be part of a later wall defense anyway. We're making all this stuff. I think we just need flamethrowers. Okay. Good. That's all that stuff. All right, now the next thing that we want to do, logistics-wise, is let's actually get iron ore in here. Oh, we never got lights on this, on the concrete. We can certainly fix that. Let's copy this. Okay. Good, that'll make sure we get enough iron ore in there for that. We do want to get then rocket fuel up here for the trains. Which we'll need to do this. So these will go right below the combinators. Okay, that's all those trains. We need some here. And we need some down here. And this one. Okay, do we have rocket fuel? We're not putting rocket fuel in any chests, so we need to do that. That looks like a fine spot. Let's limit this. Okay, that should help us bring that stuff in. Let's just double check. Okay, good. All the concrete is going. These guys cannot see the roboports. If I put this here, does it cover them all? I can't cover them all that way. So we'll just do this. And we'll do this. Those are also not covered. This guy's not covered. So we can do that. All right, what else? What else do we have? Let's take a look at what we are not making. We're not making these because you don't have green circuits. Okay, so, all right, let's just make sure we're, whoa, where's our lights? That's no good. Can't like not have lights. Okay. Okay, but we're putting blue circuits in boxes. We're getting red circuits in boxes. We are not. So we want to do that. And let's just get a stack here. So we want that. We also want it for green circuits. And green circuits and green circuits. And green circuits and green circuits. Do we need it for plastic? Seems like that can't hurt. Okay, how about smelting stuff? Those are already requester chests. So I want to do something like this. Let's just do this. Copy you. So we can get excess smelting stuff. All right. That's generally happening up here already. So we want this and this. And we need to get you within Roboport range for logistics. Let's upgrade all the steel. Which means we're going to need let's see, if I go here, does this cover, can I cover them all? I can. So therefore I shall. Okay, good, that will stack up. We're already doing the steel there. Okay, what smelting do we have here? We can do, you're already done. Let's do it on the iron, and the iron, and the iron. Let's see, not all of these are in Roboport range. Right, we actually want it like up here so that they're symmetric. Okay, these are in range. Let's get rid of this. Okay. All right, those get those in. Great. All right, what else? Where's the bot mall? What else are we missing? And by the way, how busy are the logistics bots here? Fairly busy. We should be actively producing them here, right? At this point. Bots are being made over here. Down here. It's like, where did I make those? Here they are. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's, you're being made there. That's good. Okay, what else are we missing? You're missing something? Copper cables. Oh, we don't have copper cables in the logistics network, but that is fixable. Okay, alright, where else do we have like empty yellow chests here? This guy. Alright, copper cables, which we're making. Oh, and sticks. Alright, sticks. Sticks. Where else? You're empty, we just fixed you. You're missing batteries. Okay, so we need to get batteries. Those are being produced up here. Here's the batteries. Ah. Okay, so we just need to do, I think, this and maybe this. Okay, what else is missing? That takes care of accumulators. Oh, we are making... Good. Good. You're missing copper cable, that's fine. You're missing batteries, we just did those. You're missing the turrets, that's fine. You are missing batteries. These are probably missing just batteries, yes, and you're missing the Mark 1s. Okay, so I want to be able to make just a little bit of nuclear fuel. You are waiting on speed modules, that's fine, but they're coming. I've not made any of this. Because I don't have red ammo available. That's up here. Right? Here's the red ammo. Okay, so we should probably just do this. That's probably okay. Although that's probably fine. We'll go with that. Okay, good. That should get us working there. We made some of this. You're empty. Okay, because you're waiting on concrete, but you're getting concrete, so that's okay. And we're making all that. Okay. I know another thing that we want to do. We want to... Ooh, look at all this. May you wander into some mines. Where are you off to? I kind of want to just make sure that they don't manage to wander their way through the mines here. All right, working as designed. What was I doing? Right. I want to barrel some water. We'll eventually want to do this for nuclear power on spaceships and space platforms. You're going to fill a water barrel. You're going to get barrels in, fine. You're going to get water barrels out. Stack size is 100. Water barrels. We'll do this by hand because I don't think the generic blueprint works for ones that have fluid inputs. So that's okay. That's this. You need to be enabled if water barrels are less than 100. And we'll do a light. And you need both power, which you can get like that, and we need report coverage, which we can do like that. Then I think I also want to barrel crude oil. Or no. Let's barrel light oil. Okay, so you are actually going to barrel light oil and fill light oil. And that's because we get a flamethrower bonus for light oil. So you just need barrels, that's fine. You're gonna filter to light oil barrels. You're gonna filter to light oil barrels. Okay. Are we making some of this yet? You got barrels on the way. Okay. And we're going to use these rather than figuring out how to bring, if we're going to make walls out sort of on the perimeter of the base, With flamethrowers, I think it's actually easier to use bots to get them out there. We're going with, like, we have full bot coverage over our base here. And so because the flamethrowers don't actually use the oil that fast, I think it's going to be okay to bring, to use light oil barrels to, like, go populate, sort of fill some storage tanks out by the walls. And then we don't have to worry about, like, sending oil trains around to do that stuff. So let's see how that will work out. What other, and are we getting, okay, we're getting fuel in here. Did you actually get some? Hey, we're putting rocket fuel in trains. That's great. You still have light oil, but that's okay. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Is everything else working down here? Oh no, we didn't get, okay. I want to make, I don't want to use this up till we have Covrex going. But I can make just enough to make the, like, nuclear backpacks. So let's put you down here. Let's have you make the fuel cells. Whoops. But let's fix, let's only request one of these at a time, and let's have this limited to one at a time. And that way we should sort of not use too many more of these beyond what we need for the backpacks. So let's just make sure that gets going. And I suppose as long as I'm here, these should have productivity in them, so we get the best use of our shiny rocks. Okay, right, that's filtered properly. So we should see a logistics bot show up and deliver us a rock. Okay, good. And we have some available logistics bots over there on the right, so okay, we got, what is this? It's mines, it's stuff on the boundary, that's fine. Alright, we're making this stuff. Okay, great. And now we can go look at this. That was fine. Look at this. This is just annoying. We don't need that guy anymore. It feels like I should just put a little bit of mineage out here. Since they're coming through here. We're now, like, repairing faster than the... We're, like, repairing faster than this thing is destroying it, so... okay. What else we got here? Okay, we got fuel cells, and we're making backpacks. Good. We're making these. That's good. We're making these. These, we need batteries, but that's okay. What is... Where's the sulfuric acid? Is this full? Oh, we're making plenty sulfuric acid. So we could like make some additional battery stuff if we wanted, I guess. Which, if we're going to do... Alright, where's the easiest place to do that? Where's our sulfuric acid come down? Here it is. Okay, so let's just do a quick bot-based... okay, let's do this. That's where we'll tap in. you're going to make batteries. We're going to do ins, we're going to do outs. You're going to filter to batteries. You will be enabled if battery is less than 200. We'll do a stack per. We'll get power. We'll get lights. We'll get pipes. And we'll do this. Okay. That's fine. We need to connect to power. Like that. And then we need to get RoboPort visibility in here, which we can do like this. You have, right, you're requesting. All right, sulfuric acid is in, so we should see this kick in. And I think we're largely going to need this for laser turrets, right? Laser turrets have batteries in them. If I recall correctly, they do. So maybe we should be producing this over here, but this is where the sort of sulfuric acid is convenient. Yeah, okay. Right, batteries are slow to make, so it's okay that these are not requesting tons and tons of stuff. Yeah, okay. Logistics bot's not super busy anymore. Good. We're going to start making batteries. Is this worth... I guess it's all worth adding modules to. That gets them a little faster. Okay. How are we doing here? We did not successfully figure this out. So let's take this off here. Oh, right. We have to update the space science. That means this is going to request space science. Let's make... you're going to filter to space science. You are only going to do space science for right now. We are going to need power over here. Maybe we can do that with a substation. Conveniently. Okay, you're filtered. Okay, now what we want to do is something similar to what we did on the space station. So what we want is we want to have, this will be the set of stuff we want. Here, what's the easiest way to do this? Copy this. Okay. So red goes in here. We'll look at the logistics network contents. And so whatever is here should be the stuff we're missing, right? Output signals. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do one more of these. So we'll do red into here. And this will be each greater than 0, output each. Then we can just see the things that we're missing. And then from here, we'll go here, and we'll say set requests. And let's see. So you can get negative amounts in the logistics network because bots go and pick up more than are available. And so, oh, what are you getting? Oh, look at that. You got the extra back. That's funny. Okay, so what do we want down here? I think we want to buffer up 2,000 down here. So that should mean, yes, we're asking for, we have 500 here. And so we're only asking for the 1,500 we're missing. So that's good. And then we just made this. We need to make this into requesting space science. It looks like maybe we would benefit from sometimes filling. Let's just get some extra steel in here. To fill this up. We're making lots of steel. Well, we have some things that oh wow, we can't see this stuff. Okay. So we'll put you there. All right. I guess we could do the same thing over here. We could do that here as well. Although the stack size is 200, we actually want these to be like this. We've got blue circuits there. We want these guys up here for the red circuits and the green circuits. What else we got? We're already doing those. We're already doing these. So we'll make these green circuits available. These reds. We will need, these greens. We'll need to make those available. These we're already doing. Okay. We might as well make... I'm not going to do this one, because this is what powers the mall. Okay. Anything else down here? Looks like we have plenty of stuff down here. Oh no, we don't have enough steel. So... let's see, let's get some extra steel up here. This way, if there's another part of the factory that's producing surplus steel, the bots can bring it here and feed this part of the mall. Okay, requests are coming down. That's good. Are we back to researching now? We are. Okay, great. That is very good progress. Did we make the backpacks? We did. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't need that many in there, but I guess I made them. Alright, that's fine. Alright, this is now working good. Alright. Awesome. Awesome. So we can already see that with the buffering that we've done, like we don't actually get, there's not a lot of train traffic at this point, which is good. There's, I mean, a little bit. What is all this? Where are those guys going? That was weird. It's like they turned around and started chewing on the rails. All right, we got rid of those guys. Okay. Good. So, making forward progress. We're obviously doing spade flat. What is our effective science? Okay, good. We're up above the 64. That's what we wanted. And it is above 64 because remember we're producing 75 up here. So that's good. And we had some buffered up as well, right? We had stuff, unused stuff running around the sushi belts here. So we're still like chewing our way through the buffer of the other sciences. Plus we got a bunch over here. So even though some of these don't produce at 75, like we can actually do science at 75 until we've sort of drained the buffer. This is still working over here. Okay, we got 4 nuclear power. I guess the last thing that would be good to do is maybe refined concrete. And can we do refined concrete is a good question. Oh, we can. Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to move these a little closer to here. So if we have things that need water, we'll just bring them in over here. Let's get some water. Okay, you'll need power. And you're requesting all that stuff. And how much are we getting in here? 200. Okay, good. Ah, we researched thrusters, so we'll produce some of those now. Thrusters. Excellent. Do those need anything funky that we don't already have? No. Okay. Awesome. What other research do we want up here? We're already doing Covarex. I guess we may as well get these researches done. We're not going to use these yet, but in the interest of getting through all of the non-infinite texts, we might as well do that. Okay, great, good milestones here. I do just want to make sure this starts properly. All right, we're getting water in. We just need the power now. And this guy. Oh, we're not getting enough. Oh, you're missing steel chests. Let's just go ahead and make some. Like this. No need to be like... And I think that's because... Where's our production of the... Yeah, we're not getting steel in here because this... Ahaha! Interesting. Oh, now this will help. It's like we didn't have the steel chests to make the requester chests to bump up the seal for the steel chests. Okay, but this will help us now. We got the one that we needed. Alright, we just need the requester chests, so... We just need the steel chests. Oh, which... Here, I can do that. I can do this, actually. Just to make some. Did we succeed in bringing more steel over here? Oh yeah, okay, good. There we go. Okay. Is this gonna let us make these now? Okay. We should get some. There we go. Requester chests. Alright, there's that one. Do we get these down here? Okay, we did. And you're getting steel in. Okay, good. Alright, we should be back and operating now. Are there any other empty yellow chests up here? It does not look like it. Our logistics spots, we do have sufficient logistics spots at the moment. And, you know, bots they are power hungry. And yeah, we're using more power. But this is super convenient, and these will not be active all the time, right? Like, these will only operate as we're, like, building stuff in the base. So because it's infrequent and because this is convenient, I think bots are the right call. Even though they might have to, like, you know, travel across a fair amount of the base here. What is going on here? Oh, we didn't have the requester chests? What are we missing? Oh, the speed modules. That's okay. Maybe we need to make more speed modules. Which we can do. No need to be, like, waiting on stuff when we can avoid it. Alright, we making this stuff? Okay, great. Alright, that will keep the bots busy. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this progress so far, so we'll stop here. So, future problems for future Mystic Fish are going to include setting up Cobrex once we research it. We obviously have to design a ship, but we also have to work on, I think, a sort of a near-term extension to defense, because if we look at this, evolution is at 0.85, and we're going to get to behemoth biters at 0.9. So, and we're still producing we're still doing science down here, and so we are going to continue advancing evolution. This is primarily going to be driven by pollution at this point. And so we're going to need to make something, we're going to need to make some kind of defenses that will be a little more efficient than the mines. In terms of, mines are convenient because we can use construction bots to sort of place them. But they do use up resources, right? And so we want to get something that's a little more resource efficient in terms of defense. These guys are they're trying to be sneaky over here. I feel like we should just make sure that they can't be too sneaky. Just cover that corner. Okay, but yeah, we can see these, right? Some of these bigger biters, they're not, a single mine isn't getting them anymore. So we'll have to beef up our research. Actually, that's maybe better to do than these. Let's get better explosives. And let's do... Oh, I upgraded this for better flamethrowers, but that has this is the problem, that we're going to lose bots over time to fixing fire damage, but I think I'm okay with that. Ooh, robot speed is good. These are actually more important than the other planet discoveries. All right, might as well do it. We'll do that. Good. I think that's a better... We'll get ourselves unblocked here. Then we'll get Kovrax. So next episode, yes, definitely working on defense. We're definitely getting... Wow, look at this batch of dudes. Where are you heading? Wow. Wow, they're just shredding through this stuff. How did they come in? That was a big batch. But I think if I just let them, go, they'll wander into more mines. Although I don't want them to blow up any of my shiny rocks or stuff. With this stuff. Oh, they did it. Okay, good. All right, that's fine. Bots will fix it. But these guys we have to deal with. So a little more, I think we'll take a tour of think about defense stuff next time. All right, but that's it for today. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye.